So welcome back everyone. In this video we will see how we can do email verification. So till now we have seen how we can create email and password based verification in Appwrite. But there is one problem. Let's see what that problem is. So let us create a new user. So as you can see, we have no one in our app, so we need to create a user for it. So let's register a user. So yeah, the user is created, and now we need to log in. So let's go to the login page. As you can see, the user is unverified, but if we try to log in, then let's see what happens. So let's log in. So we are logged in because there is no check for user that if he has verified his email or not. So how we can stop it? So here you can see that we have got an object in the response, and here we have the email verification status. So it's false. So we can use this for redirecting the user back if his or her email is not verified. So let's see how we can do it. So in the dashboard page, so here we are getting the account details. So here we can check if email verification of the user is false, then it means the user has not verified his email. So we need to redirect him back to the dashboard, or to the login page. So we can navigate to the login. So now let's see if it works. So let's log in. Now you can see we are getting redirected back to the login page. So it is working. Let's discuss how verification works. As you have seen in any email verification, whenever you log into a website, the website sends you a link. So whenever you click on that link, the user is verified. So same thing happens here. We will be seeing how this thing works. So let's get started. So for that, so we are sending the email verification link on the time of the registration of the user. So whenever the user registers, he will get the email verification link, and whenever he will click on the link, he will be verified. So let's see. So here we have the registration logic. So here we will write the new logic. So for sending any link, we need to create a session, because you can't send a link without any role. Like you can be admin, you can be a user to send the login link. So for that, let's create a session. So create email session. So here user is login with email and password. So we are making the session using the email and password. So email, password. And now we will send the login link or email verification link. So we can name it anything like link. So for this we use a method called create verification. So now here you need to pass the callback URL, that when the user clicks on the link in his email, then where he should be redirected to. So here we are redirecting to a page called verify.js. So we could pass the URL as http://localhost and since our app is running on port 3000, so we will specify that also. And now verify. So now we need to create this verify.js page, so let's create it. So now let's create a route for this verify.js. So route verify, and we will pass the verify element. So now let's create the basic verify.js. So for that, let's create a component. So now the link that the user will get have two things. The first thing is the secret, and the second thing is the user ID. So we need to get those things. So for that, we need to use the React use search params that fetch the parameters from the URL. So for that, let's call it params and use it. Use search params. So now we need two things, the secret ID and the user ID. So let's get those things. So we can say that params dot get, and the parameter name is secret, and again const ID params dot get user ID. So first let's see how. So now let's create a new user and verify his or her email. So let's create it fast. So let's make the password good. The user is created, but it is unverified. Now let's check the email, that if we have got any email from the Appwrite Auth. So yeah, we have got this. So now when the user clicks on this link, he will be verified. So here we are getting this because we haven't written any code for the verify page. So let's write this. So here on the verify page we are getting two things, secret and the user ID. So let's see if we are getting this or we are getting any error. So let's console.log, and now let's check. So yeah, we are getting this. So now we need to pass this secret and ID to the Appwrite Auth so that it can verify the user. For that we have a method called account.updateVerification. So let's try this. So let's call it anything like verify, and it's a single, it's a promise, so we need to use a sync await. So let's do it, and we need the account object from the configuration and update verification. So now it takes two things, the first is the user ID and the second is the secret. So let's pass it. and the secret. So we need to wrap it in the async block. So let's do this. Let's call it any function like update verify and call it verify. And since this is a promise, so we need to wrap it inside a try catch block so that we can be sure that we can handle the errors. So catch sol.log error. Yeah. So after the verification, we need to alert something like the verification is completed, so or the user is verified, so we are alerting that. So alert like user is verified, and after that we need to go back to the login page. So we can get the navigate and login. So yeah, let's see if it works. So navigate is not defined, so let's fix it. For this we can import this thing. In the verify.js. So we can use import the use navigate from the React router DOM. So let's use it and fix it. Yeah, now we are getting it. So now it is saying that the user is verified. So here we are. Now let's see, check if the user is verified or not. Yes, the user is verified. And now let's check if we can log in using that thing or not. 24jl@gmail.com. So yeah, we are logging into the dashboard. So this was all about this video, and if you are liking this series, then please subscribe this channel because I will be making more Appwrite videos in future. Thank you.